Good afternoon, and welcome to the annual awards convocation. I first call upon Dr. Brashill.
In 1906, Dr. Abram Harris, director of the Tome School in Port Deposit, Maryland, established a society named the Cum Laude Society to honor scholastic achievement in secondary schools. The Governor's Academy chapter of the Cum Laude Society was established in 1934 under the leadership of Edward Eames, the Academy's head of school. During the Society's 120-year existence, there has been no deviation from the original objective of the founder, namely the recognition of superior scholarship. To become eligible for membership, a student's academic record must be of the highest quality. In addition, the student's record of conduct within the Academy must be worthy of the honor of cum laude membership and reflect credit upon the chapter. Today, I am delighted to announce the 96th delegation to the Cum Laude Society from the class of 2026. Please hold your applause until all are named. Theodore Anderson. Tessa Borgatti. Xiaoheng Chen. Andrea Coombs. Shiyuhong Ding. Not here. Zachary Emery. Gennaro Ferranti. Hanjue Guo. Kat Johnson. Oh, I messed up. Peter, did I give you two? Yes. Fixed it. Jason Lee. Michael Mansfield. Kayla Miller. Cecilia Riff. Aditya Shrivastava. Sydney Taylor. Pakin Suh. Dylan Utam. Cecilia Wang. And Jaishu Joshua Zhang. Congratulations to you 19 seniors from the class of 2022.
For the Arts Department, Ms. Flegel.
This year's Junior Arts Prize is awarded to a student whose artistic commitment is both visual and musical. He creates with passion, skill, and an intensity that pervades Wilkie and Kaiser. He sees the world not just as it is, but as it might be framed, revealed, played, and studied. A gifted photographer, his work is shaped by keen observation and a dedication to careful research. He takes in the world with precision, then translates it into images and light that resonate and pulse, as though alive with meaning. His artistic voice is complemented by a broader creative life as a pianist and a vocalist. He shows up again and again for performances, events, and the shared work of building a vibrant artistic community here at Govs. His commitment is steady, his presence generous, and his impact meaningful. It is with great pride that we recognize Nicholas Zhao.
Representing the English department, Mrs. Gold.
The Dartmouth College Book Award. This student embodies intellectual curiosity and expressive power. Throughout her career at Govs, she has distinguished herself as an exceptional scholar. Her ability to dissect complex texts, uncovering the subtle nuances of tone, structure, and context, is impressive. She approaches every reading with a combination of critical rigor and empathetic insight. Her written work is consistently characterized by a compelling voice and elegant, persuasive clarity. Her contributions to class discussions elevate the collective understanding of the classroom, challenging us to consider new perspectives. On behalf of the English department, I am pleased to present the Dartmouth Book Award to Anya Sumi.
For the mathematics department, Ms. Block.
The Richard N. Levitt Award is named for and in honor of Richard Levitt, the longest tenured faculty member in the history of the Governor's Academy at the time of his retirement. Serving in many roles throughout his 50 years, Mr. Levitt was a mainstay in the mathematics department. He shared his genuine love of the subject with generations of grateful students. The prize is awarded to that member of the junior class who, through achievement and promise in the subject, best exemplifies a similar passion in the field. This year's recipient of the Richard N. Levitt Award is a diligent and precise mathematics student. From his early work in Honors Algebra 2 with trigonometry, through his work this year in BC Calculus, he has consistently demonstrated strong mechanical skills, producing beautifully crafted solutions that are as accurate as they are thoughtful. His work is clear and concise, and his explanations are articulate. But it is not just his skills that set this year's recipient apart. It is his ability to apply skills conceptually to difficult problems. He never backs away from the opportunity to tackle an abstract idea or to discuss a complex topic in more detail. His passion is evident through his questions that demonstrate he is thinking beyond the material and trying to make connections between topics. On behalf of the mathematics department, I'm pleased to present the 2026 Richard N. Levitt Award to Shangxi Jerry Zheng.
For the History Department, Ms. O'Connell.
Through grit and perseverance, the winner of this year's Columbia Book Prize slayed our most rigorous course. To prepare for this challenge, he read multiple books on his thesis topic over the summer that put him on the path to success. He then continued to excel in assessment after assessment as he navigated AP United States history without earning a grade below an A-. While this display of excellence is admirable and noteworthy, what stands out even more to his teachers is simply his love of history. This passion was on full display as he carefully crafted his thesis paper on the Washington Naval Conference, in which he persuasively argued that the treaty's naval limitations contributed to the chain of events leading to the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. His writing was nuanced, evidence-driven, and attentive to historical complexity. Beyond the classroom, he is equally committed to contributing to our community. In chorus and the first, he has emerged as a dependable leader, balancing solo and ensemble work. On the cross-country course and the track, his discipline and steady leadership has earned the respect of his teammates. He brings the same work ethic and integrity to all he does, making Thomas Ireland of Ipswich a deserving recipient of this year's Columbia Book Prize.
For the Science Department, Mr. Soul.
The physicist and lecturer Richard Feynman once said, "Nobody ever figures out what life is all about, and it doesn't matter. Explore the world. Nearly everything is really interesting if you go deeply enough." This year's recipient doesn't just walk this path of discovery, they bound down it. Their scientific curiosity knows no limits and spans all disciplines. From biology to physics, this student approaches each science course with enthusiasm, insight, and a genuine love of exploration. They do not just accept the what, but relentlessly dig deeper to find the why. Thorough in their analysis and enthusiastic in their exploration, they engage deeply with complex conversations, ask thoughtful questions, and in doing so, elevate the classroom environment. They bring an energy and a joyful sense of excitement that is contagious, fostering a space where curiosity thrives and challenges are embraced. Whether grappling with principles of the physical world or exploring the intricacies of living systems, this student demonstrates both rigor and creativity in the field of science. Feynman would be proud. This year's recipient of the Johnson Science Award from Shenzhen, China is Ryuko Vincent Liu.
And for the Language Department, Mr. Kelly.
This year's recipient of the Coleman Language Prize has distinguished herself through the sophistication and quality of her critical thinking in the target language. The presentation centered on a poem by Federico Garcia Lorca, written during and after his stay in the United States in 1929. She was asked, "What can you learn from the poetry of Lorca that will help you better understand the world and the community in which you live?" In her response, she examined themes of divided identity, emotional isolation, mental health, freedom, and humanity's connection to the natural world. What made the project especially compelling was her ability to connect Lorca's poetry to the realities of modern life and communicate those ideas with honesty, nuance, and clarity in Spanish. Excuse me. The Foreign Language Department is pleased to award the Coleman Prize to a junior from Gloucester, Mass., Sienna Mercaldi.
Representing the Athletic Department, Mrs. Barcombe.
Over the last 3 years, this student has been a staple of our distance squad and a versatile presence on the ice. Her coaches describe her as an athlete who's willing to take any role, doing whatever is asked of her with a fierce, competitive spirit and an infectious energy. Whether she is leading by example during her grueling practices or communicating with maturity, poise among her peers and faculty, she consistently prioritizes the success of the group alongside her own high standards. A dedicated student, a tireless worker, and an emerging leader, she embodies the spirit of the Pesca Solido legacy through her investment in her teammates and her unwavering drive for excellence in all areas of the academy life. This year's winner of the Carl A. Pesca Solido Junior Award is from Winchester, Mass., Ella McDonald. The Blanket Award is a prestigious award that is presented to the governor's athletes who have earned 9 or more varsity letters during their career. The athletic department values and celebrates the commitment of the 3-sport athlete over the course of their entire time at Govs. The award may be earned through 9 consecutive varsity seasons in 3 years or over 4 years of participation, provided that the athlete earns at least 3 their senior year. This award represents the highest level of sustained excellence, commitment, and contribution across multiple seasons and sports. We have 2 juniors. Please hold your applause until the end, and then we'll take one big picture. Jillian Bergeron, varsity cross country for 3 years, varsity indoor track for 1, alpine skiing for 2, and track and field for 3 years. Aiden Bly, varsity football for 3 years, varsity indoor track for 3 years, and varsity outdoor track for 3 years. Alia Bazari, varsity soccer for 3 years, varsity basketball for 2 years, indoor track for 1 year, softball for 2 years, and track and field for another year. Tessa Borgatti, varsity cross country for 3 years, varsity indoor track for 4 years, outdoor track for 4 years. Skylar Dempsey, varsity soccer for 3 years, varsity indoor track for 1 year, ice hockey for 2 years, and track and field for 3 years. Gordon Guao, varsity soccer for 4 years, varsity indoor track for 1 year, and varsity outdoor track for 4 years. Parker Ronick, varsity soccer for 3 years, varsity ice hockey for 3 years, varsity lacrosse for 3 years. Dylan Utam, varsity cross country for 4 years, varsity alpine skiing for 4 years, and varsity tennis for 3 years. Josh Zhao, varsity soccer for 3 years, varsity indoor track for 2 years, and track and field for 4 years. Should we slide this way? Yeah, we did the picture. Finally, the watches. Each student honored with this award has earned 12 varsity letters in 4 years. meaning they have earned a varsity letter during every athletic season of their Govs career. This accomplishment reflects an extraordinary level of commitment and dedication to Govs athletics. We have 4. Skylar Dempsey, varsity soccer for 4 years, varsity indoor track for 2, varsity ice hockey for 2, and track and field for 4. Kat Johnson, varsity field hockey for 4 years, varsity ice hockey for 4 years, and varsity softball for 4 years. Liz Luong, varsity field hockey for 4 years, varsity ice hockey for 4 years, and varsity softball for 4 years. Finally, Molly Vanna, varsity soccer for 4 years, varsity indoor track for 4 years, and varsity lacrosse for 4 years.
To present the Timothy Rogers Whittemore Award, I call upon the 2024 recipient, Hawk Stickney.
Each year, the Timothy Rogers Whittemore Award is presented to a member of the sophomore class through their attitude and perseverance has made the most meaningful contribution to the Academy as chosen by the senior class. From the very first day this year's recipient stepped on campus, their presence was felt. Their advisor describes them as a talented student, a loyal friend, and an incredible athlete. Someone who genuinely wants to know how your day is going and takes the time to listen. They bring a level of care and authenticity to their relationships that makes those around them feel seen and valued. This student gives their all to everything they do, working hardest regardless of the circumstances. They consistently go out of their way to make others feel included, creating a sense of community wherever they are. Their teammates and peers describe them as someone who pushes themselves to the highest standard and in doing so inspires everyone around them to be better. Whether in the classroom or on the field, this year's recipient is a fierce competitor who refuses to quit. Their perseverance, attitude, and unwavering commitment set them apart, not just in what they achieve, but in how they elevate those around them. From Lowell, Massachusetts, this year's Timothy Rogers Whittemore Award goes to Sydney Tai.
For the presentation of additional awards, I call upon our head of school, Dr. Quimby.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before we turn to the presentation of the remaining awards, I want to acknowledge that this is a special moment in time that we come together at the end of an academic year to recognize the extraordinary achievements of a number of students in all areas of school life. I want to thank Dr. Brayshaw and the faculty members of the Cum Laude Society, Mrs. Barcombe and members of the athletic department, and especially Mr. Karen, Mrs. Siglarski, Mrs. Rich, and the members of the prize committee for making this afternoon's event possible. A great deal of time and careful consideration goes into determining who we will recognize today, and I want to thank them for their efforts. Thank you. The Ingham Prize was established through the generosity of the family of the late Dr. Charles S. Ingham, former head of school of the Governor's Academy, and is awarded annually in honor of his father, the late Samuel Kellogg Ingham of Saybrook, Connecticut, to an industrious and able student at the Academy. The recipient of this year's Ingham Prize is a student whose energy, determination, and authenticity have made a lasting impact on our community. Since arriving at the Academy as a new sophomore boarder, she has grown into a confident leader who approaches every opportunity with enthusiasm and a relentless commitment to growth. Teachers consistently describe her as thoughtful, hardworking, engaged, and receptive to feedback. Outside the classroom, she's an extraordinary competitor and teammate whose presence strengthens every program she joins. A multi-sport athlete in varsity soccer, lacrosse, and hockey, she competes with intensity and joy. What makes this student truly exceptional is the balance she brings to our community. She combines competitiveness and discipline with warmth and humor. She is the teammate who lifts the energy of the group, the friend who makes others feel included, and the student who gives herself fully to every part of school life. Her presence has made our broader community stronger. For all that she brings to the Academy, it is my pleasure to award the Ingham Prize to this student from Essex Junction, Vermont, Eliza Martin. Grace and Clarence Francis established the Francis Prize in June 1941 in memory of their son, Richard Hawes Francis, of the class of 1936. It is awarded each year to a student of high character who has made substantial intellectual progress and who has demonstrated a spirit of cooperation and helpfulness in the life of the school. In a year marked by significant challenges, this student has stood as an unwavering pillar of strength for the Governor's Academy community. Through it all, he remained deeply present, leading with a level of emotional maturity that is rare. As a dedicated student athlete and leader, he has redefined the spirit of cooperation through his remarkable ability to be an active listener. He does not merely hear his peers, he uses his insight to support and uplift everyone around him, ensuring that no one feels overlooked. Whether navigating the rigors of school or the pressures of athletics, he remains a grounded, compassionate force. As a captain and trusted presence among his peers in the dorm, his commitment to support is especially evident. He's a natural leader who consistently inspires those around him to give their best through his own example of resilience and dedication. His presence has meaningfully enhanced the Governor's Academy experience, providing that true leadership is rooted in how we care for each other. For his impact and commitment to our shared success, from Chelmsford, Massachusetts, the Francis Prize is awarded to Mugezi Gabriel Nkugwa. The Hale Prize was established by Betty and Clayton Hale in memory of their son, Dean Channing Hale, of the class of 1961. Awarded to that student who, through perseverance, has shown the most improvement in the various aspects of school life and has become an esteemed contributor in the well-being of the Governor's Academy community. This student's time at Govs is a story of extraordinary perseverance, quiet strength, and an ever-deepening commitment to the community around him. He arrived on campus as a 7th grader through the Govs Plus program, young, determined, and already carrying the instincts of a leader. while none of us could have known then how profoundly he would grow or how much he would give back. Over the years, we have watched him step into spaces that needed someone willing to lead with both courage and compassion. As a leader of the Black and Latina Association, he built community with intention, authenticity, and infectious joy. When this year brought unimaginable loss, he carried his grief with remarkable grace and still showed up for his peers, for his community, for his school, because that is simply who he is. He ran for Academy president on a platform of transparency and inclusion, not as a strategy, but as a reflection of his deepest values. He is the kind of leader who makes everyone in the room feel seen, valued, and heard. From Lawrence, Massachusetts, the winner of the Hale Prize is Jonciel Martinez. The Williams Prize is named in honor of David Williams, history teacher and dean of students at the Academy, who inspired and encouraged students throughout his distinguished tenure. This award is given to a student who has been at the Academy for at least 2 years and, through persistence and dint of hard work, has displayed significant improvement in academic performance. The recipient of this award arrived at Govs with a strong set of skills and wide range of interests. After a successful 9th grade year, she made the decision to significantly increase the rigor of both her academic program and extracurricular activities as a sophomore. This choice led to an especially challenging first semester, but rather than giving up, she dug in. She explored new study strategies, sought out available resources, and reflected on which habits were serving her well and which needed to change. As she entered her junior year, she has used the lessons learned along the way to emerge as a humble and inclusive leader on campus. She was determined to use the positive momentum to impact campus life more broadly, practicing with the first, captaining the tennis team, and making dumplings with 4A. More recently, she was selected for a role she has aspired to since her own 9th grade year, Nanny B. Proctor. It is my pleasure to recognize this year's recipient of the Williams Prize from North Andover, Massachusetts, Bella Duong. The alumni of Yale College have endowed the Yale Book Award in order that it may be given to a member of the junior class who is a student of high character, integrity, and who is distinguished by their genuine love of learning. Exceptional in both character and intellect, the recipient of this year's Yale Book Prize embodies the spirit of the award. She approaches every aspect of her school life with humility, discipline, and a genuine love of learning. Though reserved by nature, she has earned the deepest respect of all who know her through her consistency of effort, the quality of her work, and her integrity. Her academic record reflects remarkable ability and seriousness of purpose. Teachers describe her work as consistently outstanding, demonstrating thoughtful analysis and a deep understanding of complex material. Her neuroscience teacher referred to her as the poster child for how scholarship should be presented, always thoughtfully prepared, confident, and deeply knowledgeable. In AP Chemistry, she's demonstrated a deep integrated understanding of challenging concepts. Her English and history teachers speak of her writing and critical thinking that reveal maturity well beyond her years. She leads not by seeking attention, but by quiet example, respectful, dependable, and thoughtful in every setting. Her presence strengthens the community around her. The 2026 recipient of the Yale Book Prize from Byfield, Massachusetts, is Emily Kathleen Geist. The Harvard Book Prize is awarded to that member of the junior class deemed most worthy through high scholarship and character. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines curiosity as an eager desire to learn, understand, or investigate, often characterized by inquisitiveness and a thirst for knowledge. This year's recipient of the Harvard Book Prize For this year's recipient of the Harvard Book Prize, the word curiosity appears often in his teacher's comments. While curiosity may have killed the cat or gotten Curious George into many predicaments, it is the characteristic that distinguishes this student. Often described by his teachers as a leader in class discussions, he provides each class with thoughtful questions, insights, and opinions that reveal his genuine curiosity and enthusiasm for the material. Defined by his trifecta of participation in the classroom, on the athletic field, and through the performing and the visual arts, he embodies the complete student with multifaceted interests and a high level of achievement. This year's recipient embodies the quotation made famous by the philosophizing soccer coach, Ted Lasso, "Be curious, not judgmental." From Wenham, Massachusetts, the Harvard Book Prize is awarded to Nathaniel Jackson. We'll now proceed to the presentation of some faculty awards. Endowed teaching chairs are a visible and significant means to support and honor the faculty of a great school. This afternoon, I have the distinct pleasure of announcing the rotation of 3 of our endowed teaching chairs. Each honoree will occupy the chair for 3 years. During that time, they will receive a stipend generated by the gift. First, the William Beal Jacob Chair. A graduate of Bowdoin and Harvard, William Beal Jacob came to Governor Dummer Academy in August of 1930 after several years of teaching Latin at both Groton and Andover. His colleagues described Mr. Jacob as a great teacher who maintained a rigorous standard and whose students could not resist his quiet and searching wit. In an essay on Mr. Jacob, Mac Murphy, a much revered member of the Old Guard, referred to him as, quote, "a man in whom a spirit burned constantly, an intense, clear, and enduring flame which shed its radiance on everything he undertook. He was deeply devoted to his students and set for them an example of unwearied pursuit and perfection rather than adequacy," end quote. When it comes to plying his craft as a teacher, few are more restlessly creative and innovative. Several years ago, when he was frustrated with the lack of adequate grammar texts, he spent a summer writing his own, to the benefit of his students and the department. More recently, seeking to develop a course for some of the most advanced students in his discipline that would be more effective and engaging, than the current AP offerings, he created and implemented an entirely new course that integrates the study of language with the culture of the Spanish-speaking world. From the moment that students enter his classroom, they encounter an enthusiasm for Spanish that inspires them to engage in ways that broaden their cultural worldview. They truly engage with and use the language in discussions and projects that foster critical thinking and meaningful dialogue, pushing beyond the limits of any textbook. His approach to curriculum development serves as a model for what can be accomplished in the classroom. A dedicated player and coach of tennis, he uses his passion and skill not only to coach our varsity boys team, but also to share his love of the game by leading our instructional tennis sessions, and he has generously offered clinics for all adults in the community in the summer as well. For his devotion to sharing his passions with all members of the community, I'm pleased to present the William Beal Jacob Chair to Jake Falconer. Next, I will present the Thomas D. Sales Jr. Teaching Chair in honor of Art Sager. Good teachers change the way their students view the world. Great teachers provide the tools for life beyond the classroom. Art Sager was such a man. From 1930 to 1969, he taught the students of Governor Dummer Academy about commitment, honor, and responsibility. To celebrate the gifts of knowledge and wisdom which Art Sager gave to him and so many of his classmates, Thomas Sales, a member of the class of 1949, endowed a faculty chair in honor of his beloved mentor. There's a calmness in her demeanor that belies the focused intensity that she brings to her work, and we all benefit from her dedication to her craft. As a teacher, she is devoted to her students, and she is eager to challenge the most advanced among them to continue to grow. But she is also just as eager to inspire the complete novice to try something new, and perhaps, in the process, to discover something new about themselves. Her skills as a mentor benefit her colleagues in her department as she supports them in ways that allow them to do their best work. We see her love for her art shine through in her dedication to our annual Soups On fundraiser. But her passion for ceramics is not just something she shares with her students. She is an accomplished practitioner of her craft and has exhibited her work throughout the country. Her participation in workshops has connected her with other artists, and she uses those connections to bring shows to the Remus lobby that challenge and inspire us. And this summer, other artists will come to her as she conducts her own series of workshops in Bali, Italy, and Cape Cod, sharing her gifts with fellow artists. For making our community a more interesting place through her commitment to bringing art into our lives, I'm pleased to present the Thomas D. Sales Jr. Teaching Chair to Shanna Flegel. And finally, I will present the Michael Moonves Faculty Chair. This chair has been graciously donated by Mrs. Corrine Patterson, mother of the late Lee C. Patterson of the class of 1974, Lester T. Mumford, father of Rachel, class of 1998, and Jim Pierce, an alumnus of the class of 1972, in honor of one of the Academy's legendary figures, Michael Moonves. In his 40 years of service to our school, Mr. Moonves taught, coached, ran dormitories, advised students, directed the admissions office, and worked in advancement. The recipient of the Moonves Faculty Chair is, like Mike, as devoted a school person as they come. When a colleague needs help, either for themselves or for their program, he is the first to volunteer. While he may appear to be easygoing, his standards are remarkably high, which may be why so much of his work goes unnoticed, because we have come to take it for granted that the schedules are set, the arrangements made, and the little details are attended to. A universally recognized member of the faculty, nobody has had him in the classroom, except perhaps the generation of athletic trainers who've had the good fortune to be trained and mentored by him. Instead, he is known throughout the ISL for setting a standard of excellence in athletic training. More than one ISL head of school has told me how much they wish they had him on their team. And all of our teams know how fortunate we are to have him here as he keeps our athletes ready to compete or helps them recover when the setbacks come. As we all know, sometimes what is going on with a student physically, on or off the field, is not the most pressing problem. He invites those conversations as well, and students trust him enough to engage in them so that he can help get them, both literally and figuratively, back on their feet. I'm pleased to present the Michael Moonves Faculty Chair to Jeff Watton.
To present the Kelleher Family Faculty Recognition Prize, I call upon the senior class president, Isabella Gomez.
The Kelleher Family Faculty Recognition Award is awarded to a faculty member who, in the best tradition of mastery teaching, has demonstrated extraordinary effort and commitment to students in all areas of academy life. This year, recipient of the Kelleher Family Faculty Recognition Award has played many roles here at GOVS. When this person started as a young faculty member, her impact fell more in the area of coaching and dormitory work. But her talent as a teacher was well beyond her years of experience. Sometimes, as a faculty member gains experience, it is one area of responsibility that emerges as a noticed talent worthy of increased responsibility. In this person's career, she has done what very few have accomplished: becoming a department chair, a head dorm parent, a head of assistant or assistant coach across 2 varsity teams. For faculty, staff, and students, her smile is ready when the good news is here, her ears are open when listening is needed, her time is volunteered for tasks large and small, and there is always a chance that she may bake a sweet or share a homemade jam if that's his or best. In her new role in the Learning Center, she has broadened her reach of exceptional support for students who can't just quite figure out factoring. In all spaces at GOVS, she teaches the importance of care and competition, and both gives back to those who offered her the same when she was a GOV student. She is paying it forward by being a role model for what it is to mean and be consistent, compassionate, and excellent in equal measure. On behalf of Class of 2026, I am pleased and honored to present the Kelleher Family Faculty Recognition Award to Amy Block.
Now I call upon the yearbook staff.
Hi, we're the seniors on the yearbook this year. The seniors will be getting our milestones tomorrow in the stew for our yearbook signing, but today we're here to present the milestone to the faculty member chosen by the seniors to receive this year's dedication.
Whether you meet him on the ice, in the classroom, or in the dorm, Mr. Solarsky is quick to become a favorite of many students. He always has a joke ready, and it's impossible to walk away from a conversation with him without feeling better. His 35 years of Gov's Academy career will come to a close this spring as he enters retirement, and he will be immensely missed. Across campus, he has made countless connections with students in his history class, as a girls' varsity hockey coach, as an Eames dorms parent, and as a junior varsity golf coach. He constantly supports his students, colleagues, and athletes around him, and he has been known throughout his career for his honesty, selflessness, and the instinct to put others first. There is no student at Governors right now who doesn't have a kind word to say about him, and his senior class is immensely grateful for the support and kindness he has shown us. From everyone in the senior class, thank you, Mr. Solarsky, for everything you have done for us.
This concludes our awards convocation. Before we go, I have some instructions about what is to follow. We will have commencement rehearsal after this. Faculty, you have the